sorry, I'm on now. Tony, what are your thoughts about the performance tonight? I mean, there were some decent patches, but it seemed like they scored against the run of play. You'd had a few good chances just before that goal, but it probably wasn't the kind of fluent victory performance we've become used to.
Look, first half we started quite well, and then they got the last 20 minutes. They were on top. We made some changes. We had some young boys in. Some players couldn't back up. But look, overall, we lost the game. That's that we have to face. But we had three wonderful chances in the second half. That a 0-0. We had Ben Falamis, Marco Rojas, Josh Brillante. We had one in the first half where we hit the post. We had the best chance of the game. We didn't take them. We made an error. They punished us. They're the fine margins. We didn't take our chances today.
I know people are going to talk about hangovers in the cup. I know you're probably going to dismiss that at all, but was there anything missing? I mean, obviously you only had to back up a few days later, but what are your feelings? Do you feel like you had sufficient time to kind of get mentally up again for the game tonight?
Look, I think that's always going to be a question. Everyone waits to see the result to determine whether there was a hangover or not. The conditions were different. We had to travel. It was a heavy pitch. There was a lot of different things today, but okay, I'd say maybe especially the first half probably wasn't our best. But if you have a look at the chances in the game, you're not always going to play great. But we had fantastic opportunities today. Wonderful. We had probably better chances than we had against Central Coast in the final. So their keeper made some great saves. We should have taken those chances and hit the lead. And in the second half, I don't recall them really having a shot on goal. So we were good in the second half. But credit to them, we made an error and they punished us. So in the end, we got what we deserved.
You don't have a lot of time, I guess, before your next game. Is the emphasis on recovery, or can you train that much before the next game?
I think it will be this way now, probably for the rest of the year. So we'll have to play every 3 or 4 days, and there's another game. We have to recover well. Hopefully, we get some of the senior boys back that we didn't have today to freshen some legs up, and we go again at home against Newcastle.
You've got the ACL moving, I guess, in a few weeks as well there. I mean, how do you kind of balance things? Do you have to look at, you said you're playing every 3 or 4 days. Do you have to look at rotation more?
Well, we had 4 senior players out today, and 2 youngsters started. Nishan Villipale started. Burke started his first game in the A-League, and I thought he did well for a first start. For a 20-year-old, he did a good job today. The game is on the 15th of March, so there's still some time till then, and we have to focus on the A-League, which we did today. We had the chances to win the game today. We didn't take them, and we've got to be better against Newcastle. And
do you hope to have anybody back from injury for the next game there that wasn't available tonight?
Yeah, we hope so. Obviously, we won't have Ray Marcan back, obviously, with his facial injury. We'll see how we go with Robbie Cruz, hopefully. Roderick Miranda, Matt Sporanovic. So they're senior players that hopefully we can get back in on the weekend.
And last one for me. Obviously, you go from playing in front of a very loud, noisy crowd last Saturday to a crowd where obviously there was very little atmosphere, I imagine. Mm-hmm. The guys, I guess, are professionals and can probably handle that, but is it a little bit disconcerting to go from that kind of loud, noisy, celebratory game to a game where there's no atmosphere?
Yeah, of course. I think everyone wants to play in front of fans, and today wasn't a COVID situation for not having fans. So all in all, that's disappointing that we don't have the choice of fans today.
Hey, Papa. Just a note on Burke and Kodar's performance. Quite impressive in midfield, getting his first league start of the year. I guess just immediate reflections on how you saw his game today.
Yeah, good. The boy did a good job, and he's been progressing in the last 4 to 6 weeks, and now he's got to continue. You know, he has to continue and keep wanting to get better and keep working hard. But today was a good solid display by Birkin.
You mentioned in the lead-up, especially before last week, about getting Economidis and Rojas on the pitch at the same time. It's the second time now we've seen them play together, obviously not for a full game, but off the bench. I guess, how have you seen that? I mean, Economidis playing a little bit more centrally and Rojas out in that right. How did you see that today?
Yeah, look, they weren't on the pitch for long, together. But, Marco, he's still working his way back to fitness, so that's why we didn't start him today. And Chris had his first start in a while, more minutes than he's played in a long time. So they'll still need some time. They're certainly not at the level that I'd like them to be, but they're making progress, and hopefully soon we'll be able to see the best of both players.
That's all from me. Thanks, Papa.
Thank you.
Any final questions?
I'm fine, thank you.
All right, thanks everyone. Thanks, Tony.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thanks, Tony. Thanks, Brenton.
Recording stop.